them bands is heavy, I need a break.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see Kirk Cousins. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Elks and the Saints, next on Madden Football.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 3 and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Salt Lake City Elks. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis and Trump. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to... But it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Elks are on the board first here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum. And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here too after a good stop. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the ball is knocked out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. They just threw some away on that snap. And, look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
Following the interception, Cousins. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, here's Cousins. There again is Thomas. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. They'll get this down to the 38. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one, that's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
On third down, Compton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Wilson. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Elks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. now, following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Second down at 4. To throw again is Wilson. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They need to get 15 more on time.
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald, because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional, but that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
To throw again on second down. Cousins over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Elks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On first and 10, Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Elks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to... this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Wilson. And a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And bulldozing his way through.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Cousins throw complete to Dotson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
So, no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Cousins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Chris Jones on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Cameron Hayward picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And it's 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low, but his line does a nice job